This is Kim from Made by Mommy, and I am Groot. For those of you who saw the movie Guardians of the Galaxy, you will remember this character that makes a brief appearance and is one of the funniest moments of the movie. So I loved it, and I decided I just had to take out my loom to make my very own baby Groot. If you would like to make a baby Groot too, you will need your Rainbow Loom or another loom set up in the staggered configuration. You'll need 4 green rubber bands, 2 black, or if you prefer, you can use small pony beads for the eyes. And you'll need 96 loom bands, brown or tan. Let's get started. Yay! With a single green rubber band on the side with the arrow going forward. Then take a single tan rubber band, twist it around the peg on the side twice, and add a green rubber band as well. These are going to be baby Groot's hair at the top of his head later. Do the same on the other side. A single green doubled over and a single tan. Then take 2 bands at a time in your browns. Can be either 1 or 2 of the shades, and bring them forward on each of the 3 rows. Now for my baby Groot, I'm gonna switch between using 2 of the same shade of brown and sometimes using 1 of each. I think it creates a neater variation in the colors for his body. And it's also okay if you decide to make your baby Groot in all colors of the rainbow. There are no rules here, we're just having fun. So 2 at a time again in each of the positions. And 2 again for the 3rd. Now for the center row here, we want to add a single black rubber band wrapped around twice. That will be the mouth. And then we can put the 2 brown bands on top. And then on the other side as well, your 2 brown bands. And now we're going to complete the bottom of his face with 2 of your brown or tan bands coming from the outside to the center, and repeating on this side, 2 brown or tan bands from the outside to the center. Then creating his neck, 2 brown bands from the center going forward, and his shoulders, 2 brown bands going out to the side, and the other side the same way. And then we're going to create the entire length of his arms. You'll see on the chart that I have 6 more pairs of bands for each side to complete the arms. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and for the very end of his hands, you'll take a single green band and wrap it around 3 times. And then repeat for the opposite side. And once you have the full length again, we're going to put a single green rubber band around 3 times. That's what works well with the Rainbow Loom brand camouflage bands that I have today. So now we have the head and the arms set up, and we need to do the body, but we're gonna wait until we get the arms out of the way. Bring your hook into that green leaf that will be at the tip of his arm branch, and bring it up and work your way all the way up the arm. And on the other side as well. All the way up to his neck. And then we can take these arms off to make room for the body in the middle. So beginning again from the neck, we're now going to take 3 of these brown or tan rubber bands at a time to create a slightly thicker body. And continue down. After you've done 3 at a time for the 4 positions of the body, we're now ready to begin working on the trunk or base. And for those, you only need 2 rubber bands at a time, going to the end. And from that position where you switched from 3 to 2 bands, you're going to do 2 bands going to the side and to the other side as well. And then continuing down to the end. And for the bottom row, you take 2 from the center out to the side, and from the center out to the other side as well, and a single brown rubber band around each of these corners. I'm wrapping 3 times. coming in here. Catch the 2 bands underneath the cap. Bring those up to the center. And the same on this side. Add on the bands that go across the body before continuing. So wrap one around those 3 pegs and repeat again around the next 3 to keep the structure of the body together. And up the side. In the center. And the other side. Slide this down a bit, and we work our way up the body, reaching in here to catch the 3 that are at the bottom. And here, and another. All the way up to his chest. And now we've got to catch the 2 rubber bands that are all the way through all those arms and the body. You may have to look at it from the side to be sure you're getting the right ones. The face on Baby Groot is a little bit complicated because we need to add the eyes and the mouth. Take a single black rubber band, wrap it around your hook 3 times. Then take another black rubber band and wrap it around your hook 3 times. And pull a single brown band through both of those. If you have miniature pony beads or black seed beads, you can use those instead for the eyes. I'm gonna stick to rubber bands for the demonstration because I know that's what the most of you have. And I want you to be able to make one exactly like I do. So there. Once those 2 rubber bands are on your brown band, stretch it across the face and wrap the sides around those pegs. Then separate out the 2 eyes and catch the brown band in the middle and stretch it over the peg in front. And that will keep your eyes from sliding together once it's all hooked. And we need to add another brown band across these 3 pegs. So from here, the top 2 up to the left, the next 2 up to the right, put that over, and then bring our mouth up and over. There. Like that. Then take the 2 brown bands from the side and go straight up. And when you get to this spot, you can bring that hair from underneath up and over, like that. And then this pair of bands get moved to the center, like that. Sometimes it's helpful if you separate the 2 bands that you're trying to catch a little bit lower. Bring those forward. And again. And another. Bring your hair up and over. Then bring this pair of bands to the center and work your way up the center of the face. And now we just have 1 rubber band left to go. Down here, catch your green band. Walk it around the peg. Take both sides of the rubber band onto your hook, and we're going to create a slip knot, pulling this side of the rubber band through the center of this side, like that, and give it a little bit of a tug to secure, but don't pull too hard or this could snap. Instead, use your hook to loosen these bands, and then it'll be much easier to create the knot you need there. And he's ready to come off the loom and start dancing. One last step. If you're planning to, say, hang him from the windshield in your car so he dances while you're driving, or put him on your backpack, then you could leave him as is. But if you want to have him as sort of a standalone figure, you want to hide this loop by bringing your hook in from the back, catching that loop and pulling it through, and then that loop now just looks like more of his hair. And you'll see, once you give it a little bit of a tug, that these arms are now posable. You can change their positions and they'll stick depending on how you'd like him to be dancing. If you want to, for fun, you can make your baby Groot his own little pot using a piece of a toilet paper roll and some duct tape to cover it up. Simple as that. I hope you had as much fun with this as I did, and if you love baby Groot, give this video a thumbs up. Write in the comments any suggestions you have for charms I should make next. And I hope you'll consider subscribing, because I have at least 2 videos planned for every week coming up. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to looming with you again soon. Bye bye!